So, 2 decades ago, Elon founded SpaceX in South Bay, California, an aerospace hub that was in decline at that time. Using the proceeds from the sale of PayPal, he transformed the company into a $210 billion conglomerate, helping to revive the entire industry. However, Elon recently made a rather shocking announcement that's left California's governments and officials reeling. He revealed plans to relocate SpaceX's headquarters to Texas, where the company is building Starship rockets for missions to the moon and Mars. So, what are the economic and political implications of SpaceX's move out of California? And why is Texas rapidly becoming a prime destination that's attracting even more businesses? Let's find out in today's episode of Alpha Tech. All right, so earlier this year, Cali Gov Gavin Newsom signed a law regarding transgender children. Elon announced that SpaceX would be leaving Hawthorne, California. He later followed that up by posting, an XHQ will move to Austin. Elon's decision to relocate SpaceX headquarters marks a pivotal shift. While the new gender identity law is seen as the last straw, it wasn't the only reason behind this move. Musk had long felt California no longer aligned with his vision for rapid innovation and growth. The state's increasingly stringent policies has constrained the fast-paced development that Musk wanted for his projects. Although California made considerable efforts to persuade SpaceX to stay local, such as in 2012 when the city of Hawthorne approved a deal to cap SpaceX's annual business license fee at $260,000, this arrangement essentially allowed SpaceX to maintain a fixed tax rate, even as the company continued to grow. Now, typically, these fees are calculated based on gross tax receipts, meaning the more money a company generates, the higher the fees. However, that agreement was set to last only until 2022, and it's not clear if it's still in effect today. City leaders at the time cited the deal as a way to incentivize SpaceX, which was already fielding offers to move to other states like Texas and Florida, to stay in Hawthorne, California. Hawthorne also agreed to reduce building and planning fees by 75% of the normal cost for SpaceX should the company decide to expand its local facilities there. But in the end, none of this could stop Elon from deciding to make the move. So, what impact will the departure of this aerospace giant have on California and Texas? The relocation of SpaceX and X's headquarters from California to Texas marks a significant shift that could reshape the economic and technological landscape of both states. The move may signal a potential downturn for California's long-standing aerospace industry. SpaceX's headquarters in Hawthorne, a sprawling 1 million square foot campus, is not only the workplace for top management, but also the production site for Falcon and Dragon spacecraft, both of which have been pivotal in the company's success. According to a financial report from Hawthorne for the 2022 fiscal year, SpaceX gives nearly 7,000 jobs. That's about 16% of the total employment. SpaceX has been Hawthorne's biggest employer, at least since 2015's fiscal year, the first time the city began including company employment levels in their annual reports. SpaceX has been an integral part of our community, Vargas, the Hawthorne mayor, said, contributing to our local economy and helping establish Hawthorne as a hub of technological innovation. Thus, the departure of SpaceX's headquarters could slow the whole state's development. California stands to lose a bunch of jobs. Additionally, certain growth areas tied to aerospace and space exploration, like talent recruitment or the direction of startups that previously relied on the allure of SpaceX for investment and collaboration, may be shifting. However, it's important to note that critical SpaceX ops are expected to stay in California, particularly Hawthorne, where the company's established deep roots. Production facilities for key space vehicles and mission control will likely continue functioning there, meaning that while headquarters have moved, California will still retain at least some of the essential operations, keeping a portion of the talent and economic benefits inside the state. Nevertheless, the relocation of HQ could diminish Cali's standing as the epicenter of new space ventures, especially if other related companies or talent follow SpaceX out to Texas. This move is part of a bigger pattern for Elon, who's been shifting his business ops to Texas. On top of SpaceX and the X platform, Musk previously moved Tesla's headquarters to Austin back in 2021. He also switched his official business registration from Delaware to Texas following legal disputes and moved his neurotechnology company from Delaware to Florida. These moves reflect Musk's preferences for states with a more business-friendly environment and less regulatory oversight, as well as his growing frustration with California's policies. For Texas, the move represents a major win in its ongoing efforts to attract high-tech industries and innovation-driven businesses. Texas has long positioning itself as a new hub for tech growth. Cities like Austin and Houston are emerging as centers for cutting-edge technologies from AI and space exploration to EVs. Governor Greg Abbott and other Texas leaders have celebrated Elon's decision to relocate parts of his empire to the state, seeing it as further proof that Texas is becoming a major player in the future of space exploration and technology. In particular, the influx of high-paying jobs related to space tech, aerospace engineering, and high-tech manufacturing could bring major economic benefits to Texas. Texas, already home to SpaceX's Starbase, Gigafactory, and other Elon-related ventures, will likely see even more investment in infrastructure, workforce development, and supportive services, boosting both the local economy and the state's national and international profile as a leader in innovation. The broader national implications of this move could also be significant. With SpaceX and X solidifying their presence in Texas, other technology and aerospace companies might follow, drawn by the increasing concentration of talent, resources, and opportunities. This trend could accelerate a geological shift in the U.S. tech landscape, with the southern and western regions, particularly Texas, emerging as new focal points for space exploration and tech innovation, potentially rivaling traditional centers like Silicon Valley. So, what makes Texas so attractive to Elon? Musk's attraction to Texas stems from a combination of personal preferences and strategic business considerations. The state offers a unique blend of advantages that align well with Elon's vision and the needs of his various enterprises. One of the primary draws for Musk is Texas's political climate. The state's conservative leanings and less restrictive regulatory environment resonate with Elon's libertarian-leaning views. This alignment stands in stark contrast to California's more stringent regulations, which Elon's openly criticized. The political atmosphere in Texas provides a more hospitable environment for his business ops and his personal ideologies. The financial benefits of operating in Texas are also substantial. The state's lack of personal income tax is quite appealing for high-net-worth individuals like Elon. Plus, Texas gives lower corporate tax rates and various incentives for businesses, especially in tech and manufacturing. These advantages translate to savings for Elon's companies and potentially higher returns for shareholders. Texas is renowned for their business-friendly policies. The state's government approach to economic development includes fewer regulations, streamlined permitting, and more flexible labor. That environment makes things easier for Elon to launch new initiatives, expand existing ones, and adapt to changing market conditions with greater agility. The cost of living in Texas, particularly compared to Silicon Valley, is way lower. This factor not only benefits Elon personally, but also his employees. Lower costs of living lead to reduced labor expenses for companies, potentially making them more competitive. Texas's vast land resources are another advantage. The state offers ample space for big-scale operations like Gigafactory and testing facilities for SpaceX. The availability of expansive open areas is particularly beneficial for testing and development of large manufacturing plants, aligning perfectly with Elon's industrial needs. The energy infrastructure in Texas is robust, befitting its status as the leading energy-producing state in the U.S. This well-developed sector is particularly relevant for Tesla's energy division and SpaceX's operations, which require significant power sources. Strategically, Texas offers an ideal location for Elon's business interests. Its central position in the country is advantageous for Tesla's distribution network. The Gulf Coast provides crucial access for SpaceX's launch ops, and Texas boasts major transportation hubs, facilitating efficient logistics for all Elon's ventures. The Lone Star State's been increasingly attracting tech talent from across the country. Cities like Austin have burgeoning tech scenes, providing a skilled workforce essential for Elon's projects. The growing pool of talent ensures that his companies can access the human capital necessary for continued growth and innovation. Government support in Texas has been notably strong for Elon. State and local authorities have given various incentives and expedited approvals for his ventures, showing a commitment to attracting and retaining high-profile businesses and entrepreneurs. By consolidating his major companies in Texas, Elon can simplify operations and potentially create synergies between his different enterprises. This consolidation can lead to shared resources, streamlined management, and more efficient operations. Texas's rich history in aerospace, particularly with Johnson Space Center in Houston, aligns well with Elon's vision for space exploration. This cultural fit extends beyond just the aerospace sector, encompassing a general ethos of innovation and frontier spirit that resonates with Elon's ambitions. Lastly, Elon's expressed a personal affinity for Texas, its culture, and the people. While this may seem less significant from a business standpoint, personal preferences also play a big role in the decision-making process of entrepreneur-led companies. And that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.